the 9-year celebration. MPs and ministers are all over the place are doing that as well. So that's something which you'll have to figure out as to what was really said. Meenakshi Lekhi is there as well. Over here, we'll try and get in a word. Right. So let's try and just get in a word from a couple of other people that we see over here. I'll just try and see if we can get hold of somebody else. That looks like Manoj Tiwari in the back as well. We will try and just go across. We will go across. वो वहाँ अरे गया वो वहाँ से पीछे पीछे.
So we'll come back to Payal as she tries to connect with the BJP top brass that met Prime Minister Modi. But as you can see, those visuals in the middle of your screen, and there is Gautam Gambhir now in conversation with Payal.
It's a moment for the country, youth moment for the Prime Minister comes back from a successful tour. What did he have to tell you all?
Nothing, absolutely. I think it's a proud moment for the entire nation, and it's a proud moment for the entire country as well. And I'm sure the entire country will cherish it.
Did he say anything to you all the moment he landed? Because he's always busy with work.
Not really, in fact. Had a very small interaction with him, and I'm sure the entire nation would be proud of him.
Thank you so much. That was Gautam Gambhir speaking exclusively to us, telling us that the Prime Minister is a man of very few words, and he wanted to check with them as to how the work was really going in terms of the kind of work that we've seen.
Right, so that was BJP MP Gautam Gambhir. There was Parvesh Verma also there, who met Prime Minister Modi at the tarmac. Payal continues to get the reactions, but those visuals on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, the BJP top brass in the national capital. You can see the BJP MPs, as well as Union Minister Meenakshi Lekhi is also there, along with BJP Chief JP Nadda, greeting the Prime Minister after his whirlwind tour of both the United States and Egypt. Prime Minister Modi had a packed schedule in both these countries, where he leveraged the Naya Bharat mission, where he pushed brand India. And as the MPs are saying, who received the Prime Minister, he has said, let's get back to work. He was a man of few words who said that the mission continues when it comes to the entire agenda of his government to push Naya Bharat both in India and abroad. But you saw the rockstar reception he got both in the United States as well as Egypt, ladies and gentlemen. In the United States, the diaspora was energetic to receive him, as well as in Egypt. Payal continues to be with us. She's reporting outside the Palam airport. Payal, over to you.
प्रधानमंत्री जी का हम सभी ने स्वागत किया है.
क्या कहा प्रधानमंत्री?
प्रधानमंत्री जी बहुत प्रसन्नता की मुद्रा में आए हैं, और ये दिख रहा था कि इस यात्रा से जो भारत का गौरव बढ़ा है वो प्रधानमंत्री जी के चेहरे पे.
वीरेंद्र जी क्या कहा आपसे प्रधानमंत्री? Of course, yes. मनोज तिवारी जो है निकले नड्डा है पीछे. नड्डा चलो, इससे आगे नहीं जाएंगे. डोंट वरी, इससे आगे नहीं जाएंगे.
So that was BJP MP Manoj Tiwari as well, who had to say that Prime Minister Modi, a man of few words, who elevated the stature of the nation both in the United States and Egypt. And he has given the same message to the BJP top brass. Let's get back to work. Those visuals on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, the BJP top brass of the national capital, all the 7 BJP MPs there receiving Prime Minister Modi, as well as BJP Chief JP Nadda. Prime Minister Modi there concluding his 2-nation tour of both the United States and Egypt, where he, as I was saying, he got that rockstar reception from the diaspora as well as the top leadership of the United States and Egypt. Remember, he addressed a joint session of Congress and also had these superstar diaspora events where he laid out his vision of Naya Bharat and the achievements of his government over the last 9 years. Let's go back to Payal.
एमएलए होगा पहचान भी नहीं. आओ अब बिजुली को बाहर पकड़ते.
Right, Payal continues to be with us outside the Palam airport. Payal, have you been able to, any more leaders coming out of Palam airport to highlight what Prime Minister Modi's message was to them? Right, Payal. Payal Mehta there trying to get the reactions from the top BJP top brass that met him on the tarmac. And there you can see those visuals, Prime Minister Narendra Modi touching down after a stellar tour of both the United States and Egypt. He was received by the BJP President JP Nadda over there, who gave him that ceremonial scarf, as well as the top brass of the BJP in the national capital, congratulating him for his successful tour of both the United States and Egypt, where Prime Minister Modi received a rockstar reception from the leadership as well as the Indian diaspora. Remember, he addressed a joint session of Congress where he received...
तो अमेरिका अगर हमको चीफ गेस्ट बुलाए तो 140 करोड़ लोगों का वो स्थायी जो मैंडेट मोदी जी को दिया है, उन्होंने उसको खरा उतरकर और साबित करके दिखाया है।
बिदुड़ी जी, आप हमें बताइए, प्रधानमंत्री आपसे मिले हैं, हो गया ना तुम्हारा?
प्रधानमंत्री जी मिले, बिल्कुल सबसे मिले हैं, प्यार से मिले हैं, सबसे खुश हो, बढ़िया है, हमारा देश खुश है, हमारे देश के लोग गौरवान्वित हैं। ये उस बात को लेकर प्रधानमंत्री जी ने 140 करोड़ लोगों को गौरवान्वित किया है अपने 9 साल के कामों को लेकर।
आप इस सरकार में एमपी बने हुए हैं, आप लगातार बताइए, प्रधानमंत्री आते हैं सबसे पहले आपसे पूछते हैं कि दिल्ली का काम कैसे चल रहा है, बाकी सबका काम कैसे चल रहा है?
वो हमेशा 18 घंटे काम ही करते हैं और जिससे मिलते सबसे ये पूछते हैं कि काम कैसे चल रहा है, सेवा कैसे चल रही है। सेवा, सुशासन और गरीब कल्याण के लिए वो काम कर रहे हैं और दुनिया में ये संदेश उन्होंने दिया है और दुनिया ने माना है कि मोदी ही कर सकते हैं। 80 करोड़ लोगों को मुफ्त अनाज देना, भूख के कारणों को भरपाई, 200 करोड़ लोगों को 200 करोड़ वैक्सीनेशन दे देना, दुनिया को यह संदेश कि वसुधैव कुटुंबकम, पूरा विश्व हमारा कुटुंब है, ये चरितार्थ किए है हमारे पूर्वज सनातन धर्म संस्कृति को प्रधानमंत्री।
हमेशा बड़े अच्छे से बोलते भी हैं। आपने कुछ कहा प्रधानमंत्री साहब ने, कैसे मुबारकबाद दी उनको?
हमने तो मोदी जी का स्वागत है इस बात को लेकर कि 140 करोड़ लोगों को गौरवान्वित किया है, वंदे मातरम को गौरवान्वित किया है, तो मोदी जी का स्वागत है। हमने इस बात के लिए उद्घोष करके उनका स्वागत किया है।
Thank you so much. Well, of course, that was Ramesh Biduri, member of Parliament from the BJP, who was also part of the delegation that actually come to congratulate the Prime Minister. He's spoken to us. He said it's a huge occasion for the country. It's a huge occasion for him as a member of his Parliament, a member of his party, and more importantly, the Prime Minister back to work immediately, because at least 2 MPs confirmed to us that the Prime Minister, first thing they asked him is that how is the work going? Because remember, like I've been saying, that the BJP is in running this campaign from 30th of June, from 30th of May to 30th June, which is for the celebration of the 9 years of the Modi government. Programs have been set up, and all the members of Parliament have been touring the length and breadth of the constituency and the length and breadth of the country as well. So obviously that's something which the Prime Minister takes stock of. He's asked them how is the country doing, how is the country's situation. So that's something which the Prime Minister really says. So there should be no real surprises, when we hear that tomorrow, probably first thing in the morning, the Prime Minister will be back to work and start taking up some important issues and important meetings.
Absolutely. Prime Minister Modi hitting the ground running when it comes to his governance agenda, as Payal continues to get all those reactions from the Palam airport, from the BJP top brass that met him on the tarmac over there as he touched down in the national capital. The BJP top brass, when it comes to the national capital, receiving Prime Minister Narendra Modi over there. Those visuals on your screen, along with BJP Chief JP Nadda. And as you heard from all the MPs that Payal has spoken to, she spoke with Parvesh Verma, Gautam Gambhir, as well as Ramesh Biduri, as well as Manoj Tiwari, who have said that all he has asked them is how is the work going, how is the entire campaign going, how is the entire mission statement of the central government going when it comes to achieving Seva, Sushasan and Garib Kalyan. And as Payal was also pointing out, till the 30th of June is the celebration of all the achievements of the Modi government. We're also getting a word from Meenakshi Lekhi. Let's listen in.
नज़दीकी से वॉच कर रहा था और बहुत ही सफल दौरा रहा। इस दौरे के दौरान जिस प्रकार से प्रधानमंत्री जी को एक भारत के प्रधानमंत्री होने के रूप में इज़्ज़त मान सम्मान मिली, तो वो इज़्ज़त मान सम्मान पूरे देश की इज़्ज़त मान सम्मान है। और पहले पापुआ गिनी के राष्ट्राध्यक्ष ने उनके पांव छूकर बड़े भाई की तरीके से व्यवहार किया। इस बार एक सिंगर ने उनके पैर छूने का प्रयास किया, तो पता चलता है कि भारत की सभ्यता संस्कृति के प्रति भी लोग जागरूक हो रहे हैं और लगातार जो है उसके विषयों को आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं। और तमाम, चाहे टेक्निकल डील्स हों, चाहे इकोनॉमिक फाइनेंशियल डील्स हों और कोऑपरेशन हो, ये अब तक 75 वर्षों में सबसे ऊंचाई की तरफ जो है रिश्ते बेहतरी की ओर बढ़े हैं।
मिस्र में सर्वोच्च सम्मान से भी सम्मानित पीएम को किया गया है।
देखिए, अरब देशों में मिस्र का जो स्थान है वो एक माँ के स्थान के रूप में है। और उसमें जब भारत के प्रधानमंत्री जी को मान सम्मान हाईएस्ट ऑर्डर से, ऑर्डर ऑफ द नाइल से उसको सम्मानित किया जाता है प्रधानमंत्री जी को, तो वो कहीं ना कहीं भारत के प्रति एक बहुत अच्छा भाव और भारत को भी मान सम्मान मिला। और दोनों बहुत ही पुरानी सभ्यताएं हैं, संस्कृति हैं, जिसके माध्यम से ये सब प्राप्त हुआ है। और बहुत पुराने रिश्ते हैं जो आज तक कायम हैं।
देखिए, प्रधानमंत्री जी की अमेरिका की यात्रा बहुत ही सफल रही और पूरा देश ही खुश है। और अभी जब हम उनसे मिले तो कोई उनके चेहरे पर थकावट नहीं थी और अभी भी वो फुल ऑफ एनर्जी थे, तो बहुत ही अच्छा लगा। हमने उनका वेलकम किया। हमसे पूछा कि देश के क्या हाल है और आपका हमारा जो अपना लोगों से मिलना चल रहा है 9 साल की उपलब्धि के ऊपर में, वो कैसा चल रहा है, तो हमने उसका बताया।
I think absolutely. I think it's a proud moment for the entire nation, and it's a proud moment for the entire country as well. And I'm sure I think the entire country will cherish it.
Did he say anything to you all the moment he landed? Because he's always busy with work.
Not really. In fact, had a very small interaction with him, and I'm sure the entire nation would be proud of him.
Right, so you can see the BJP MPs from Delhi saying that the Prime Minister was not tired at all, and all he asked them was, how is the work going? Payal continues to be with us, reporting from outside the Palam airport. Payal, very on brand with Prime Minister Modi hitting the ground running even after a packed schedule with the two-nation foreign tour.
Well, absolutely. That's typical Narendra Modi for you, because, he's tireless is what people who work with him will tell you. He can probably, manage with very little sleep and still be very active, alive and kicking. And he's somebody who likes, he really enjoys his work, takes a lot of pride in his work as well. And he's often spoken about the fact that he's working for New India, he's working for Brand India as well. So obviously, one should not really be surprised, like we repeatedly have been saying, that if he will probably hit the ground running early tomorrow morning. I remember very clearly last time around when he came back from Australia, he probably landed at about 3 o'clock in the morning, and then his first meeting in his office was at about 9 o'clock in the morning as well. So that's the kind of regime that the Prime Minister really follows. He comes in here, obviously it's a proud moment, for, not just for him, but for everybody who is, who's part of this, is part of this nation, to see the kind of glory that he was able to bring to Brand India, whether it was in America or whether it was in Egypt, where he received the highest honor that was given by the Egyptian government as well. And in fact, being the first Prime Minister after 26 years to have gone there for bilateral talks as well. So obviously, that's the kind of pride that he brings back to the country. He was, of course, accompanied there by Subramaniam Jaishankar, the Foreign Affairs Minister, who also has returned today with the Prime Minister as well. So obviously, there will be a lot of briefing and debriefing which will follow, in the days to come as well. But yes, it's pretty expected that the Prime Minister will be reviewing a lot of important issues tomorrow. One thing at the top of his mind definitely will be the situation in Manipur, because remember, the Home Minister told all the opposition leaders that the Prime Minister is keeping a constant watch on what's happening in Manipur through and through. And also what we've also seen is that there is a flood-like situation in a multiple number of states as well. That is also something which the Prime Minister is likely to review tomorrow, because there are floods which are looking grim in Assam, in the northeast, and obviously Uttarakhand is also looking at a flood-like situation as well. So obviously that is something which also the Prime Minister is likely to review, apart from, of course, the other scheduled meetings that is likely to have throughout the day.
Right, we're also getting a reaction from BJP MP Hansraj. Hans, let's listen in.
इस तरह की इज्जत मिली हो अमेरिका में, व्हाइट हाउस में, दुनिया की सबसे पावरफुल कंट्री ने, मुझे लगता है शायद पॉप को कभी उन्होंने इज्जत दी होगी, किसी पॉलिटिशियन के हिस्से नहीं आई ऐसी। तो हमारे प्रिय प्रधानमंत्री जी छा गए। ये 140 करोड़ लोगों के लिए फख्र की बात है। अपोजिशन को भी चाहिए कि इस बात को तो यार सुना दो कि हमारे प्रधानमंत्री कहां से कहां ले गए हैं हमको।